Hi, I'm Eric.
I'm Samir. We're part of Young the Giant, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Leisha from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with Samir and Eric from Young the Giant. Hello.
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 How are you both doing today?
Great, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. Just have to say welcome back to Toronto. We're very stoked about the interview and the show tonight, so thanks for chatting.
Of course.
So it's an exciting time for you guys because you officially released Home of the Strange, latest record. How are you feeling about everything right now?
Oh man, we feel great. I mean, this is the first tour off of it. We released it maybe 6 weeks ago. And so far, the best way to gauge, how it's doing is just by being there on the ground and playing different shows every day. And it's just seeing all our fans singing along to all the tracks. It's been really exciting. And it never gets old, even after the third time.
Since it came out, you've been selling out shows. You performed on Seth Meyers, and you announced that you're opening for Gwen Stefani. A lot's been happening since this record was released. What do you feel has been one of the coolest moments for you so far?
I think our favorite moment so far on this tour has been playing Radio City in New York. And it was just, I think, on the bucket list for us for venues to play. And it's a beautiful, beautiful place. We had a string quartet come out and play on 3 songs with us, which was pretty magical for me, for us, I think. So.
Right after playing that, you sent out a photograph, and you just kind of putting your hearts out there, saying thanks to all the fans who let us crash on their couches, thanks to everybody who let us eat their leftovers. What was the vibe of that room that night? Because I can only imagine, ticking that off the bucket list, there must have been a certain special feeling. Yeah,
I think it's electric. Every band who's been fortunate enough to have a fan base who follows them through their career has like a unique set of people who like really follow you through thick and thin, and regardless of the stylistic choices or the things that you do, they're just there to support you. And I think we saw a lot of those people in the audience that night. And traditionally Radio City is a very posh place. Everyone sits. Obviously they have operas and stuff there. They have all sorts of things. So it was great to see people get turned up. People were like dancing around, and it was
turned. AF.
I was gonna bring this up later, but I'm glad that you actually brought up that term, because the other day you had tweeted, this caught my eye. You said, "Just chill is the fatal injection of our generation." So was that term kind of lingering on your mind? What was that tweet about?
Oh, just chill?
Yeah.
Oh man, I have so many like random musings in the middle of the night. I barely even remember tweeting that, but I most definitely did. But I don't think anyone likes hearing "just chill."
Yeah.
It's like relax. It's no one wants to hear relax. But chill is a weird thing, because being chill is so like it's like a good attribute to have nowadays. Like for people and young people, it's like, oh, I'm chill. But you really think about it, and it's like sometimes chill is just not cool.
Yeah. It's just
being chill is a very lackluster attribute.
I think
children, wake up.
Is there any other lingo or slang out there that gets on your nerves?
There's so much bad lingo out there. I mean, there's some really funny new, maybe not new, but newer to me, like slang that I find comical. I wouldn't say I think it's negative. I just think it's funny. Like,
I think that's
fam and
really funny.
yas or yas
or
whatever.
Fam. Oh yeah.
We use fam though.
Yeah, we use yas. I think is a thing
Yas.
now. Yas, is it yas or yas?
Usually followed by a queen, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
queen.
I don't even know that.
Is that
Bae.
Beyonce, right? And then before anyone
Well,
else.
Bae is Beyonce.
No,
Yeah.
Bae is before anyone else.
But Beyonce is Bae.
Is it?
Yeah.
You just taught me something.
Yeah, that's
Before
right.
anyone else.
All
yeah.
right.
And then let's see, the one that's really funny is that like we're not even that old. I'm 27. You're 26.
I'm 14.
And our fans, are, some of them are our age, some of them are a little younger, some of them are way older. But I've seen so many people like dad, like that's like a thing, like to be a dad.
Yes.
Like it's like dad AF, it's like
I've
he's
never
my
even
dad.
I
I'm
know
like, why is
know
that?
about that.
Is that a good? I guess.
Dad
it's a good
bod?
thing.
Is it from the dad bod craze of
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
2015 and
Dads
a
are
half?
in.
I was once interviewing Borns, and he kind of ended the video saying, "I'm not your dad. We can be family, but I'm not your dad."
Yeah.
It's a little weird, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but it is kind of weird. It is a weird. You wonder what psychologically is going on behind that. But hey.
Another tweet that caught my eye, just since we're kind of discussing those, you had tweeted the other day, "Fame is a drug I've always been afraid of." Tell me a little bit about that for both of you.
Yeah, I mean, I think every musician, to a certain extent, dreams of being like a superstar, rock star, right? And everyone wants that. Everyone wants the ability to come into a room and be like, oh, it's that person. Like, I respect what they do. But that it's never the way you want it to be. And you're always chasing, I guess, the high of fame, but it's never enough. And when it is, it gets too much, and then you're just kind of overdosing on it. I feel like Drake probably has an overdose of fame,
Justin
especially
Bieber.
in Toronto. Yeah.
Well, they're both Canadian.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just
Both
totally
Canadian.
said two Canadian artists right
Yeah.
now.
Who else is Canadian? A lot of people. The Arcade Fire guys are Canadian, but they get
Metric.
the good thing is with us, you know, it's like in our. Did you say Kendrick?
No, I said. Now I forget. Metric.
Metric,
Metric.
yes, Metric,
Canadian.
broken social scene. Well, the good thing is, like, you know, our genre, like, you know, no one gets like tabloid famous. So, you know, it is a dangerous thing though. Like, fame is most definitely a very dangerous thing, and it, you know, we have our relationship with it.
I have to check in with you, Eric. How's the shade going so far?
Great,
Am I
you're
doing an
killing
okay
it.
job?
Yeah, I'm following
They're on the
the
shade.
head movement, so I'm good.
I was
Yeah.
going back to the album. A lot of this record does deal with the band's immigrant history and identity. Why did it feel like this was the right album number 3, to tackle this topic? This, you know, the theme that's throughout the whole album.
You know, I think, you know, the first album is, you know, like for every band, for every musician, it's like what you've done your whole life up to the point where people figure out that you exist. So that's, you know, unequivocally yourself. That's like many years of figuring that out. And then for us, the second album was kind of a thought experiment. It was just, you know, like we had this idea of what we wanted to do, and it wasn't necessarily about us. And then I think after that was done, I think we'd had that thought experiment. I think we wanted to get more personal with our fans and show them like where we come from, and also what makes us unique from, you know, another band that you would say is an indie rock band from Southern California. What sets us apart? You know, the fact that we are all from different places around the world, and that most definitely changes the narrative and our perspective of America. So, you know, we felt like we wanted to share that with people.
You mentioned how the record is a lot more personal. I can definitely relate to it, but the thing I relate to most throughout this whole album, there's a line in Something to Believe, and the line is, "And I said you've got to listen, I'm a songbird with a brand new track you underestimate." Who is being spoken to? Because I love the way that song reads just like a conversation.
I think this song is kind of about a guy going a little bit crazy, and you know, he's talking to the sun, he's talking to the moon, and it's a weird lyrically. That song kind of got thrown together by a few of us, and the "you underestimate" line. You know, I'm explaining this very poorly, but I just always I really always just love that line, because, you know, to tell someone that you underestimate, and then, you know, right before the chorus of the song is kind of badass. But sorry, Samir can probably explain better what that exact line means.
Well, you know, I think, you know, it's funny because, you know, when people dissect something, they experience it as, you know, just reading it all the way through or listening to it all the way through. And yeah, like our process is, it's kind of like we take and move and move it around. But I think, you know, it's a lot. I think it's a mantra for yourself, like telling yourself not to underestimate yourself, telling whatever it is that's greater than you, and then it's, you know, in a lot of ways telling the haters, like, you know, this is who we are unequivocally, and we're not afraid to be that. But I think for us, it was kind of just a mixture in between of everything.
Well, now we've gotten to the point of the interview. I want to do a little quick fire round with the two of you. So whatever comes to mind, feel free to say it.
Okay.
Ready to go?
Mm.
All right. What's a film you can watch over and over?
Zoolander.
Very
That's
quick.
pretty. That's
Can you give us your best Blue Steel? Oh, that's pretty good. So what was yours?
Oh man, that was a good one. I don't know. You should stick with that.
Okay. And then what's one of the weirdest or coolest things a fan has given you?
Stormtrooper helmet.
Yes, legit Stormtrooper helmet.
Like legitimate legit.
Legit.
It's
Probably
too legit
bulletproof.
to quit.
It's probably bulletproof.
It's epic. It was YOLO swag lit fam.
Oh, too much.
AF. Dad.
Who was your favorite artist when you were a teenager?
The Strokes.
Oh, very cool.
When I was a teenager, I liked that song. I liked I like Blink-182 a lot, but Green Day, that one song, you know, Time of Your Life, that was like my jam for a minute. I fell asleep to
I
that
guess
song
it
every
depends
night.
on what teenage years.
Yeah,
you know?
very true.
That was my young teen years.
And then just for the last one, what's the worst job you've ever had?
For me, I guess I'd say Quiznos. Well, no, it's Juice It Up. Juice It Up. I got fired twice from Juice It Up.
Twice?
They fired me. The new owner, and then I asked the new owner to give me the job back, and he gave it to me, and then he fired me again. So. It's like Jamba Juice. It's like
back just to fire you.
It's like Jamba Juice, but not as good.
Okay.
So when we write songs, Eric, when he says you underestimate, he's talking about
my
his Juice It Up boss.
I didn't think that location was doing really well anyway.
Okay.
Wherever he is.
Their loss. Well, just to wrap things up today, anything you want to say to all of your fans who will be viewing?
Hello.
Hello. And thank you for listening to the music and sticking with us all these years. And yeah, we're going to get lit.
You're lit, fam. Dad.
And I just want to say congrats on the record. Congrats on all the awesome stuff going on. We really appreciate you chatting with us today.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
My pleasure. And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at musicblogget.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. We'll see you next time.
Sweet. Goodbye.